we find our protagonist walking down the street, talking about the weather. Everything seems fine, right? Well, something unexpected is about to happen that nobody could have ever seen. This is the moment that everything changed. He laughed off a snowstorm that seemed to only be possible a few months ago, and showed his audience a warm, 10-day forecast. But he didn't think about the 11th day.
All right, guys. So yesterday we talked about the 10-day forecast and we looked at these 10 different temperatures. And I remember we were focusing in on this column, which was the high temperatures for each day, which is generally what we look at to tell us how warm is it going to get on a particular day. Now, when we looked at those 10 temperatures, we saw these 10 numbers at the top and we organized those into a stem and leaf chart. And remember that our stem was our tens place and our leaf was our ones place. So when we saw, for instance, a 5 here and an 8 here, that number represented 58 because it's 5 tens and 8 ones. Or if we had this 4 here, that wouldn't just be 4, but it would be 64. So it means one of the high temperatures was 64. So I want you to think today about a new concept of a number that is so different from the other numbers. And this number we're going to talk about today is called an outlier. So I'm going to assume for a second that all of a sudden, after these 10 days, on the 11th day, it snows and it gets really cold. And we're going to say that on the 11th day, the temperature, the high temperature, is 25 degrees. Now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and add that into my stem and leaf chart here. I'm going to add a 2 in the tens place and a 5 in the ones place. 25 degrees. We call that number an outlier because it is outside of the rest of our data. It is so much different that it stands out, and it's something that would really stand out to us and be important. Now, what I want you to think is when it comes to the mean, the median, the mode, and the range, is the outlier going to affect those things? And I want you to think, which is it going to have the largest effect on? Which of these things? It can be more than one answer. And which of these things do you think it's not really going to change it that much? It's not really going to make much of a difference. So I really want you to think about the 11th day, 25 degrees. How is that outlier going to make a difference? Give that some thought.